Lara is in scuba equipment for the first time. She hasn't breathed from it yet. You're floating, you're fine. We're gonna start to breathe from it soon. Hi everyone! One of the frequent questions I get about scuba diving is if children can learn how to dive. A lot of my friends who don't dive and cousins who have children that they feel like they want to expose to scuba diving ask this. And yes, definitely, children can learn how to dive as young as 8 years old. We can already give them a very basic form of training in a swimming pool and water that's no more than 2 meters maximum. But those who have already turned 10 can actually get fully dive certified. Yeah, they can actually get a license that will enable them to dive. I've done a lot of training for children of various ages, starting from 8 to 9, 10 and so on. So most of the time we do look at a child's mental maturity and physical maturity before we do decide to go, okay, this is a good idea for them. But it's great exposure, and I've not seen any of the children that I've taught to scuba dive have any issues with any parts of it, be it the theory or the practical sessions. Of course, we teach them how to adapt to certain things. Some of the equipment may be a bit heavy to carry, but it doesn't stop them from learning. And I found that children actually make some of the best students because they just do what they're told. They're really onto it. They pick up the skills really fast. 10 years old minimum, you can definitely expose your children into it. And for a lot of parents though, they might think that it's quite an investment, especially the full course. So what if their children decide that they don't like it? What I can recommend is PADI has a great program called Discover Scuba Dive, and it's basically not the full certifying course, but a portion of it. What a Discover Scuba Dive allows is enables your children or your child to just have a try dive, and it can be either done in a swimming pool or straight in the ocean, but first in pool-like conditions. So what happens is that an instructor takes them out in very shallow waters first to teach them a small set of basic skills compared to the full set where if they want to get fully certified, they have to do quite a lot. So this one's just an introduction, and then takes them on a very shallow dive. So if it's a swimming pool, they'll just swim around in the pool, just get used to equipment, breathing in the water. And if it's in the ocean, we'll take them over a shallow reef. And I found that this program that normally only takes about 2-3 hours, that you can do either with a dive center that's got a pool in the city, or if you go to a dive destination or holiday destination, talk to any of the dive centers there, and they'll usually be able to sell you this program. And it usually is enough to get your child either really excited about going the whole way and committed to doing the course, or they'll just say, oh, that was fun, but I don't want to commit, because doing the full course does take time. Like they'll need at least 4 days if you're off on a dive holiday, or multiple sessions over several weekends for the child to really concentrate on. So it is a bit intensive. So if you're not sure if you want to go all the way, so this Discover Scuba Dive program is a good place to start. Right? So it's a try dive. And I've done many try dives with many children, but never really got around to recording any of it because I've been working. But I have just the right candidate now, because recently someone I know very, very well turned 10 a few months back. So she qualifies to get certified as a diver, and I spoke to her parents and got them to agree to it. I think we'll double check in a sec. But let me introduce you to this certain someone that I will then use as my guinea pig to feature in my video, so that you guys can watch how she likes it or not, her introduction to diving. And yeah, rather than forcing her straight into doing a full scuba diving course, I thought let's just do a try dive in a pool and see how she likes it. Let me introduce you to her in 3, 2, 1. There she is. So this is Lara, my niece. She is fortunate or unfortunate to have an aunt who's obsessed with scuba diving. So ever since she turned 10, I said, you have to try diving. I don't know if she's excited or more nervous. Excited or nervous? Both. I've gotten her whale tail, so she's ready. And Tian, you wanna come? You wanna come say hello? I've also got Tian here, my other niece. You're gonna turn 7 later this year, so she doesn't qualify just yet. But yeah, she can watch, but she's a good swimmer already. One of the other things I recommend is if you're already a diver and your child has been exposed to parents or siblings who dive, then it's probably not as big a leap. But if the family is not very much water oriented, best thing is to, again, they go to swim lessons, so they're quite good in the water already. And a little over 2 years ago, I taught them both how to swim and snorkel with a mask and snorkel. You remember that? Yeah, so they can already, breathe with a snorkel. And that's also a great stepping stone to getting your child or children to get used to going with scuba equipment. So they're both very comfortable in the water. She's really good with snorkeling. So when she turns 8, maybe we can do a pool session for her. But for now, she'll just watch and get used to the equipment. And Lara is gonna go get in the water with me. But first, children will need to have a lot of forms signed by their parents. So we gotta look for your mom and daddy to see if they say yes. There's a youth diving certificate statement and a questionnaire, medical questionnaire, just to check that she meets all the minimum health requirements and that it's okay for me to take her in the water. So we're going to look for her parents, get some paperwork signed, get them to say yes. We're going to get them to say yes. And then we'll see you at the pool. All right, so obviously anytime a child is involved, you have to get parental consent. My brother, my sister-in-law, please state that I did not force you to say yes. Do you agree to me taking your daughter into the pool?
Do
you trust her?
Pressure.
There was no option given.
They're so ready.
They're ready? They're just gonna leave the house and then let me do the thing with the daughter. So, I got parental consent, and then next is forms, and after that we'll deal with Lara going into the pool and introduce her to the equipment. Kinda. Let's see. All the best, mom and dad. I'll keep her safe.
Lara, are you pregnant?
No.
Daddy's question. job. It's a lot of fun, right? I took some videos. I'm gonna do selfie videos with the master. I'm cold. So, you finished your first ever try dive?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Can't hear you. Come closer. Did you have fun? How was your first ever dive? Good. Oh, good. Amazing. You have to say it was amazing. Okay, so since you did quite well today, you did very well actually. It's not a certifying thing. You have to do the full course if you want. Oh, you're disappearing. But da-da-da-da! Congratulations! You can keep that.
Look at that. What's that? Wow.
What does it say? Alright, hold it up. Yay! Discover Scuba Dive complete. Congratulations. You want to do it again?